Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Hello, hello. Hey, Seventh, how goes it? Now, welcome to everybody. Welcome to the replay crew. Yeah, I gotta get these blankets folded. The cat has had way too much time with them. So, I gotta get this all folded and put away. So I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna have the baby next. All right, hello. Where did I? Oh, good God, what did I do? Can't fold the blanket to save my ass. Hey, Nick, how are you? This is a pain in my butt, and it's just really messing with my lighting. So I'll do that when I'm done. Hey, Sandy, how are you guys doing? We're back to a Monday. That's good. That's always a plus. That's always a plus, Nick. Yeah. I'm back to status quo. The sun does a flare, and I have a heart problem. Such is the life I lead now. Yeah. I hear you. I'm okay-ish. Nothing to write home about, even though I am at home. I did get a new mattress this weekend. Ours was like 10 years old, and what is it? Nova Form, 14-inch firm memory foam only mattress. So, we never rotated it because it weighs a ton. Oh my God, it weighed a ton. So it never got rotated. So one side has a bigger dip than the other side, and the bigger dip is not my side. But I need to put on my local page if like there's a family in need who really needs a mattress just in a pinch just to get them through. I've got one. Always had a waterproof mattress on it, non-smoking house. So it's still a decent mattress. I mean, the top is just damn near pristine, except for where we spilled some water a long time ago. But yeah. Hey, Body Illusion. I just did that, sleeping until noon. Later on today, I'll post it as a short. So, yeah. But yeah, that was my excitement. I had my oldest come out and help us transfer the beds. It was one of those, of course, you got to get it out of the box and let it unroll. And yeah. So it sat in the living room for 24 hours. That was fun to dance around. So the oldest came out yesterday. They switched out him within 5 minutes. It's like, holy shit, that was fast. It's another reason I don't have nails on because I had to help make the bed and put the all back together. So, yeah, as soon as we got the new bed up there, no waterproof mattress pad. The tortie immediately had to go lay down right in the middle of it. And so, oh yeah, I'll tag you in it, buddy. Nice to sleep on. It was like it's a hybrid, and I was really surprised. It came in a box, you had to unroll it, as it's got individually wrapped coils. With the coupon savings on Amazon, it was like $350. Because I'd been looking at some of the hybrid, beauty rest mattresses and that. My youngest paid queen size $1,600. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you gonna keep that for the rest of your life? I So yeah, I was pretty pleased with what they call it, a hotel mattress like thing. It has the coils and it has the memory foam and everything. It's extra firm, which I like. My oldest says, "Mom, you might as well just sleep on the floor. It's about the same." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm comfortable." So yeah, that was it. That was my excitement for the weekend. We couldn't go anywhere Saturday because FedEx delivered it Saturday, and I still didn't get to Joann's like I wanted to yesterday because we traded out the bed. And out of desperation, I'm out of Diet Pepsi until Kroger delivers it later on this afternoon. hmm Uh, a nice firm mattress, soft, not too soft of a pillow, not the one that's going to make my neck hurt in the morning. Nice thick blanket and a cold room to sleep. If the room's in the lower 60s, it is the best sleeping temperature for me, at least. My youngest is the same way, and so is my granddaughter. She likes it cold. So, mhm. But I think it's smaller than the other one. Or the fact that it's got edges that I noticed because the other one didn't have those piping cord-like piping that goes around the edge, so it knows so you know when to stop so you don't fall out of bed. Well, the Nova Form we had did not have those, and I have fallen out of bed. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm not the only one. He has too. He's rolled right out of bed. I remember waking up in the middle of the night to a sound of a crash, and I'm like, "You okay?" Nothing. Did you roll out of bed? Yes. Okay. You're fine. Oh man. I have the old-fashioned quilt. I don't think I have my goose down comforter anymore. I'll have to look up in the cupboard. Once I realized gooses survive, I think, 3 pluckings before it's too much for them because they take that down off their chest and they pluck it and then shove them back out. Sorry. I mean, luckily I'm allergic to Angora too, because unless it's changed, they do the same thing with Angora rabbits, is pull out their fur. But I'm allergic to rabbits. I love rabbits. They're great. I've had rabbits. I am severely allergic. Hey, Brazzy, how are you? Yeah, I am severely allergic, and it's been sunshiny outside, and so there goes my allergies. Trees are trying to bloom. Yeah, I'm gonna be a mess here for about 2 months. So, mhm. It's and I figured, today is a new week and we got new chances, to get stuff done. That's how I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at new chances to get stuff done that I've had to put off for the last 4 or 5 months, if not more. Instead of cleaning, putting stuff away from leaving and then having to get it back out to put, uh, with almost no time in between, I'm finally just putting stuff away and hopefully it stays. I just want to make the trip in April, just a day trip. I mean, it's Grandma's Oh God, I haven't heard that song in ages. Um, I just want to make it a day trip. I don't want to have to stay. Just over and back so that I can start saving my money to go to the cabin. I gotta look at my calendar when I have to book for September. And then a month later I get to book for October. And hopefully I get to keep this time. Last year, oh my poor nose. Last year, We went in July. I went to book for start keeping an eye out for stuff. I was looking for a day that I could take, the granddaughter just one night over, so so she's not so freaked out when we all go camping and stuff together. And I realized it was closed for structural damage. And I've told you guys before when, my nosy ass had drove up there to find out what happened, because I had an envision of a tree falling on it. Because I was just like there 2 weeks ago. Like, it was fine 2 weeks ago. And ran into the Forest Service dude and the ranger dude. And uh, as I was behind the gate, I knew the combination of the gate, but it's closed. So I, walked under the gate instead of driving through it, and got a couple of pictures. And then, ran into the ranger dude who explained structural integrity. And then I get home, and then of course he just had to give the granddaughter stickers, bracelets, pencils, pretty much cleaned out his car. And I get home and I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like going, one beam. Like, granted, it's an older beam from the 40s. It's got a little bit of rot in it. The board underneath, the piece underneath it is still in great shape. Like, okay, they closed it for that, and I can't wait to go back in May and find out if they actually fixed the window for the upstairs room. But I'm not going. But they took government moves slowly. They took the time. They put in a new fire pit and concreted in some benches, as opposed to the benches, the logs we had for years somebody made. But I don't know if they realize that they blocked off their own path to the river if they need to bring in a fire truck so they could get water. That's why the fire pit was where it was for the last 15 years. So, I know I'm a royal pain in the ass, but by the colors of my room, I'm the royalty. And so, yep, even my pictures have purple in them. I'm not sure what the hell color this is in this room. The kids painted it, but it sure beats that. I mean, it was. There's nothing. This color. This color was the color of this room when we moved in. Yeah. I can't blame them for changing it. Yeah, it was just a little too pink. Hey, Misha. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to type on the phones, but I never remember to grab this and go with me. I not to mention see what I'm typing. That's why most of my stuff when I leave is emojis, because the emojis can be blurry and I still know what they are. So that's why I usually do a lot of emojis. Yeah, pretty much Pepto-Bismol pink. It was just, and there's still some of they painted over them. The little stickies for the little glue in the dark. Glow in the dark stars are still, they painted over them rather than take them off. So yeah. And since I'm too short and I don't look up anyway, I forget they're even there. So we ready for this week? I'll be home. Oh, I have to go to the post office today. Not all of Amazon stuff comes via Amazon yet. It still goes to the postal service, but hubby got a little tiny bonus for longevity. He's been at his workplace for 35 years. And immediately, the the granddaughter gets spoiled. A glow in the dark marble race set, a 300-piece marble race set that she's been wanting. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm here for. My blood type is B positive. Um, Oddly enough, my youngest is B negative. The rest of us are RH positive. I call him my little alien baby or my Atlantis child. But oh, good God. That sucks. The whole city's power? Oh my God, yeah. That's right. Yeah, they were kind enough to do that right during the holidays. Um, yeah. I still find stuff. I gotta get a hold of my aunt. There's a package of found of mothers that she has labeled to sis for her sister. But I gotta get it to her and then make sure one of the kids are there with her when she receives it. Because mom did almost 2 years now. Yeah. Maintenance? Oh man. That never happens here. Of course, I'm out in BFE, so it's not as bad as it used to, but if the wind blew too hard around here, we'd lose power. But they've reinforced it because the warehouses, not because the people live here, but because the businesses need more power. So, yeah. Mhm. I used to get who was I talking to? Not being all excited, power goes out, all excited. Get it? Was it last week I mentioned it? Now that I think about it, being all excited when the power gets out, so I can actually use my off-grid shit, and it comes back on in an hour. So I got to put it all away. So, oh, Substack. Um, keep waiting for the news blast to be published for today, so I can record it and get it done with. Oh yeah, it was, but if it comes to striking for a business, they pick the right time to get noticed. And if the guys did it in the middle of summer, people would be going, "I'm not mailing anything. I don't care." Oh, that's the ice machine. First, it sounded like a rubber ball bouncing. Yeah, it's the ice machine. I never thought I'd use an ice machine like I do. Best $50 at Costco I ever spent. It's just go in and scoop it out from my Crystal Light. Well, now that I've quit drinking, I think I'm gonna have either own stock in a soda company or Crystal Light. So I'm losing weight. That's the plus. That's the big thing to keep me from drinking is I'm losing weight. And uh I know it's I have to keep thinking I'm gonna mail this one package overseas, and I keep thinking, okay, I'm gonna stop and do it on payday, and by the time I'm done with all my stuff on payday, I'm too exhausted to stop, and it's still in my trunk of my car. Mm. Oh man, yeah, we have a gas generator. I don't know how to plug it in. One of these days, I need instructions. I can do The solars, those are easy. But yeah, my fur babies wouldn't notice, but then they're cats, so I've got window open in the dining room, window open in here, or curtains open, that is, for the heat. But I walked in the living room, which is darker than the inside of a cow. So I only have one string of lights going, just enough so I don't step on the cats in the middle of the night. And it's north side of the house. It's cold. I walked in here and went, yeah, I'm gonna work in here today. It's warm. Yeah. I do too, but I gotta be careful. It's not just not just, I'm hoping that's an Amazon package. Brazzy, keep an eye out on like Facebook Marketplace or anything like that for people who have upgraded their generators and want to get rid of their older ones. That's an easy and an inexpensive way to do it. My dumbass blew the whole tax return a couple years back. But I wanted something that would power the refrigerator and freezer instead of losing a bunch of food. Oh yeah, got that idea from Marv. I didn't even think about it. It was just too late. I've been trying to figure out a way, except it's too damn heavy. Yeah, because God forbid we do have a power outage, and we, say we're one of the people in the neighborhood with power. Everybody's going to hear the generator. But my idea was to just dig a hole and kind of put it in there and cover it with whatever you got, plywood. And then my brain went, no, wait a minute. How you going to get it out of there? So, yeah. hmm I got these days. I got to test out the solar panel. But yeah, we've got solar, especially I take it, like I said, camping. I take it camping so I can blow dry my hair. So it's not everywhere. Yeah, it does. It feels a lot like it. I have enough tea. One time we had to go out in wintertime, and I had enough tea lights going in the house that it kept the upper floor of the house, the main floor, uh, 74 degrees in there. So it took a lot of tea lights, but it kept it warm. Yeah. What my son's friend say? He goes, "You guys don't camp. You just stay in the woods." I'm like, well, yeah, with you guys, yeah. If it's just me and him, I said we go cereal, um, sandwiches, anything cold. We don't cook it. We don't need a fire. I said with you guys, it's bring the barbecue or bring the camp stuff, bring whatever. Spoiled children. Oh, I wish we would have had AC that one year. We went camping, 110 degrees in the woods. I mean, we'll have what? My disc is on. I thought. Let me empty my storage. Uh, Empty trash. Yes, maybe that'll help. Um, the MacBook. I love my MacBook. It does not hold a whole lot of stuff memory wise. So I've got like externals for all my TikTok and YouTubes I do, one for my news blast, one for the granddaughter, one for just weird shit, random memes I gather. So, yeah. Aha, there went my garbage can. Do I have to exit out of this? I don't want to manage. I thought I cleaned all this shit. I can't keep track. My MacBook has about as much memory power as I do. Oh man. Let's see. Oh god. I just needed the hair dryer. Yeah. And I would sit in the passenger side of the Jeep and put at least my eyebrows and my mascara on. Yeah. So mm, uh let's see what else. I got laughed at one time because I brought uh it was fully charged. I didn't bring the base with it, but the little dust buster for inside the tent. So when, you drag in pine needles or whatever, yeah, I just sweep it all into one area and drag out the dust buster and instead of trying to sweep it all up into that corner of the tent. So we have I think it's a 4-person pop-up tent. Um, instant, supposed to set itself up within a few minutes. Well, that worked for a while. I still got to repair it. Yeah, the screen for the front door of the tent got caught on the fence post when we went to dry it out. So now that we got granddaughter, I just went and bought a big cabin tent again that I could stand up and get dressed in. I mean, oh god, that would be fun. That would be fun, Brezzy. Oh, hot shower. We have a privacy tent, they call it, and we shower in that. Uh, you can either take those bags and fill them with the hot water, or I just take um wash buckets, you know, and do that, and that way. Um, oh yeah, we don't have a Camp Keurig, but we do have a Coleman Camp uh drip coffee maker that you just put right over your camp stove burner to heat up the coffee, heat up the water to put it through. But I'll just oh, what's going over? When the boys were younger, we had the big, huge. I forget how many. Let me see what's going overhead. If its transponders are on. Oh, it is on today. Skorsky, Blackhawk, United States Army coming out of Tacoma. Um, but they'd take a bath. When we'd go camping, the boys would take a bath. It's just so that they could calm them down, basically stick to the routine at home, get a bath before bed, uh, so they could go to bed and wake me up at 4 in the morning with the birds are making noise, Mom. I'm like, shut up, stop complaining, you sound like bait. It's when they don't make noise at 4 in the morning, you should start worrying instead. It's gonna go back. I don't know. Oh, I haven't been actually camping, and when did we go? 22. So yeah, it'd be 22. I think was the last time we were at the campsite camping. The last couple of years, it's been at the Forest Service cabin because it was just easier, you know. Hey Trinity, how are you? Hush. You want to see a pretty woman? Go look at her pictures. She is gorgeous. And those puppies. Oh no. I'm so sorry, hon. And the chihuahuas are adorable. They're so cute and make me want another dog. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to get up in the middle of the night and have to take them potty anymore. As I was talking to my son because he's like, well, when his husky dies, he's thinking of getting a small dog. I said, well, cats are nice. You don't have to get up with them in the middle of the night. They have a litter box, unless they're on your side of the bed, making hurling noises, getting rid of a fur ball. Spring has sprung. Oh, oh man. I never had a dog that slept all night. I've had 2 English Springers, a Golden Retriever, and a Lab Rot mix, and none of them. The Golden would, at 2 o'clock in the morning, wants to go outside, so he would stand there in the wind, let the air flow through his tail. Never potty. He just wanted out there just to stand and stare. It's like, oh, mm-mm. My dad had puppy pads for the Shih Tzu for that if it was just, or he just couldn't get up fast enough. Yeah. And now, oh, dad's bear, adorable dog, Shih Tzu with white instead of like brown eyes or whatever. Bear's eyes were white, and when dad was in the hospital, my stepmom was going back and forth. Her granddaughter watched the dog, and now the granddaughter has the dog because she got too attached to the dog. And so now my stepmom's in the house without any company. So, mm, yeah. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it's tough. Um, I had a I got an English Cocker Spaniel from my mom. I thought, well, I'll potty train her and everything, and then I'll give her to mom. And first, she tried using the litter box the first few times, and my Maine Coon had nothing to do with that. Mm-mm. Not gonna no. So I had to put Tiffy out in November outside to go potty, and that just, yeah. She finally learned, to be potty trained, but she didn't like my mother. I mean, she was a great dog, but mom would get home from work at the school. She was a teacher. Let her out to go potty. Bring her back in. My mother would get on the phone. Back in the days when you're stuck to a corded phone. Um, Tiffy would come into the kitchen, see mother on the phone, and promptly piss on the floor. So she became my dad's dog. Tiffy went everywhere with him. I mean, sat in the car. They'd go to coffee. They'd do, whatever. One day dad was at work. Mom was pissed. Mom gave her away. So when dad got home from swing shift, there was no dog. Um, I knew who she went to. She went to a friend of mine's parents. And then within about a year, well, within about a year, she got stolen. Someone stole her out of their yard. Um, and she'd also gained 25 pounds. They just kept beating her and feeding her. So, yeah. I have 3 litter boxes. And I have one right here now, right at that little piece of hallway by the bathroom, right in front of this door. Because the longer, which uh, mama, little mamas, as I call her, streetwise cat, I guess she was for about a year and a half, she was a stray. She got brought into the neighborhood as a kitten. And, well, this one winter, she decided to stay in most of the time, so she kind of bullied the 18-pound tortie, so Snickers wasn't peeing in her litter box, she was peeing over here by the bathroom. So, I got her a litter box. She uses a litter box, but now I can't put it with the rest of the litter boxes in the laundry room because then she won't pee in it. So thank God she's 12. And if she lives as long as her uncle, I only have 3 more years of fighting with that litter box right here. The um, granddaughter knows, stick to the other, go close to the hallway by the wall. Don't step in the litter box if you got to get up and pee in the middle of the night. I think once they're all gone, I'm done with animals. Snickers is 12. She looks like a raisin loaf. Goose, the little pretty gray one, is 7, and little Mama's is like 8.5. So once they're my luck, they'll live forever. Hey Ben, how goes it? I don't know if no, she's not in here. Now that I messed stuff up and I gotta put this all back up by the ceiling again, and it's been a week. I'll take the chance of standing on a ladder and hope to God I don't fall off. But I gotta get my shit together. Start getting stuff organized again. God, I about died yesterday. So the bed came in a big box. And hubby's looking at it going, wonder how that would work for working on the cars. Said it's big enough. And I'm thinking to myself, I bought you a nice cart that you lay on your back and you can roll underneath the cars and roll in and out, and you still use a fucking piece of cardboard. I'm like, just, use that. You can move a lot. No, he goes, it's easier on cardboard. And I'm like, oh my God. But I convinced him to cut it up and it's going to be recycled. I need to recycle it quickly before he takes it out of the pile. Yeah. It's like, what's my dad used to say? He looked at me and goes, I buy you books, and all you do is eat the covers. And I'm like, that's pretty much it. I think he's managed to probably bury the creeper somewhere. Somewhere he put a nice set of tools. I got him, drawers. He's like, where is it? And I'm like, you put it somewhere in the garage. That's where it is. I'm like, so if there's no takers for that mattress, we got it set up on the trailer so I can just put the gate down, the tailgate, because it's an old pickup bed, and I'm gonna start shoving shit that's got to go to the dump in it underneath it. Don't have to move the mattress. I'm just gonna start piling shit. So yeah, what's nice is nobody will, if it's something he thinks he probably needs or has forgotten he has. He won't notice it until we're at the dump, and then I'll make him decide, do you really need this? I gotta go through my closet, get rid of shit. I gotta go through that goddamn basement. After being at those Airbnbs, I realized how little I need to survive in my kitchen. I was just thinking to myself, like I've got a cuber for steaks and the slicer and everything else, and I'm pondering and giving it to my kids because I'm like, I have one granddaughter. Excuse me. I won't need to feed a big family anymore. Pass that stuff on to them so they can do it, and if need be, they can cook me something. So, yeah. It cracks me up because my son's fiance got him a stand mixer for Christmas. She got refurbished one. Dang good price. And so I gave him my meat grinder attachment from my KitchenAid stand mixer. And she used to go out with with her kids, and they'd go out, eat out a lot and whatnot. And once Steven got in their lives and the kids realized how well he could cook, they're like, we don't want to go out anymore. We want Steven to cook. So it's really tough with him on swing shift. He needs to get a day shift job. Keeps putting in for it, but find something that's available where he works. I tell him, just look for any fucking job. You know, you're a machinist. You can go anywhere. He's somewhat happy where he's at. So, and that's what he went to trade school for, was precision machining. So he's like, I don't want to wait, because my oldest was like, I think we're gonna have an IT job opening up. You want to, put in for it? I'll help you. And Steven's like, I didn't go to school for IT. I'm like, yeah, but at age 4, you changed my whole computer to hot dog stand colors, red, white, and yellow. God, I don't know if I can even find that. I can still pick. That was blinding. Not for sale. Windows 3.0. Oh boy, I'm old. Oh, there we go. That's what I sat down to. Hold on, give me a second, guys. That's what I said. Oh, I am already on Chrome. Duh. This is what I sat down one day. Oh my God, because we played the game Myst, and we finished that game in 8 days. But yeah, I sat down to everything was red, yellow, and white. It was, oh God, it was bright. And I just asked him, I said, he was 4. I said, how'd you do this? And he goes to the window that says settings, because back in the 3.0, it was just, they look like little windows, So he clicked on that one. And then he clicked on the icon that said it was colors, and it was like 3 color crayons. He clicked on that one. And then he clicked over here for hot stick. Oh my God. Yeah. Mhm. That was, yeah. But never forget finishing the game Myst and having the kids all excited because they're like, yay, we get a real meal. I'm like, yeah, no, my bad. Mom will cook, okay? We would take turns playing the game Myst and then writing stuff down. I don't even think I have it anymore. I don't know. On a it came with a little booklet so you can write notes down, and there was one part to get to one world, the last world basically. You had to get the tone exactly right in the exact same spot to finally get you there. That took forever. I'm sitting there with headphones on, moving this thing, trying to get it exactly. We got to the point where, thank God for the good old glass screens. We took a piece of parchment paper, put it over the screen, and if we got it to where it should be, basically drew it out and put a line where that button needs to be, so we could just put it next to the screen and kind of get it really close to it, and it worked. We finally got it to work that way, but yeah, to get off to that, you had to. It was the spaceship. I don't even remember what that world was, but I remember Channelwood. I remember the mechanical world. I remember the boat world, but I don't remember what that last world was like. I'll have to go look online. But yeah. Beat that game in 1992, and that's where the first part of my name came from. I like that game. You were all by yourself. That's why I like Minecraft too, because unless you're on a server, you're all by yourself in this endless world. So, of course, also in Minecraft, I'm afraid of heights too, because even if I fall in the game, if I don't have the right, well, in the old days, when Notch still owned it, you fall off, you lose all your shit. Your diamond pickaxes are gone, and nowadays, if you're fast enough, you can go either set it so you keep your stuff, or if you're fast enough, you can run yourself back to where you died and go get your stuff. That's why I'm afraid of heights in Minecraft, because I don't want to lose all the shit I've gained. So, how I've been playing Minecraft since it came out on beta. I can't play it on here for more than like 10 minutes because MacBooks aren't meant for it. And I need to get an actual even if it's a little bit older, that'll still play Minecraft and do Steam. I think it's Steam. There's Carl Jung's Labyrinth game that I have. Well, I bought it online. I'll have to purchase it again. But it can't handle this either. So I'm stuck. Oh, cool. I kind of miss playing Minecraft, but I would have to set a timer for 2 hours. I can sit there and dig for 2 hours and it's gone. My time's gone. Yeah, I would have to set a timer. You're done. No more dig. Put it away and walk away. Oh yeah, I'd sit there and dig and tunnel all night long. So yeah, I miss it. That was like my relaxation. I would sit in the window, the dining room, put the next to the window in the dining room, south facing, and I remember going in to have this worked on, and Tim looked at me and goes, "Have you been tanning? Have you been sitting out in the sun?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Your right arm is darker than your left, and that's usually the other way around." I was like, "No." Oh shit, I'm sitting in a window because it's warm. um, I, I'd sit, I'd just sit there and play the nice warm heat on my back, and when I'd get off work, it had the coolest house. And I forgot to save it when I redid my Windows 7.0 from 10. 10's terrible. I hate 10. 11's closer to the MacBook, but yeah. I was like, well, 10 doesn't play Minecraft for shit. I'm going to go back to 7. Well, I didn't take my world off of there. It's ear. It's strange. I can find places. I'm starting to learn Issaquah really good, but I can still remember this world I had, directions on where to go to get to things. Yeah. Oh no. I've done a few hints on games. Yeah. God, we didn't even have walkthroughs for Myst back then. It's a puzzle game. I want to get VRs for one game only. Myst. I'd borrow my son's, but his stepkid wears glasses, so he has to wear them with his glasses on. So there's some scratches, and I'm like, I'll just get my own. Yeah, I wish they thought ahead of time to be able to change out those lenses. even if it had to go to, say, a local place like you do to get your iPhone fixed, Uh, because got all these kids who have to wear glasses, scratching the insides of their Oculuses. I think that's what they're called. Whatever those, yeah, not the $4,000 Apple ones. Forget that. I guess people were sending those back, going, "I want my money back. They give me a headache." It's because our vision is not meant to look at something 3D other than reality. So, yeah. But yeah, that was my excitement for the weekend. Now I have my little bull in the china hutch. Go to the store. I'm gonna see if that was because if it is, I'll show off what I got. TikTok's terrible, and it's not because I got something, because a gal I watch and oh, it's just out for delivery. But it's coming through Amazon. It's a big ol' pentagram, and it's humongous. So I could lay it on the floor here or on the wall here for decoration. And I had one in little silver one that's about this big, and I had it in here, and then I remember thinking, and I didn't pay attention to it. I was over at my kid's house, my oldest, one time, and um, yeah, reality is very hard to look at. I don't need reality shows. I'm struggling to dealing with my own reality. Why do I want to watch someone else's reality? But I remember looking over their table. I says, "That looks familiar." And my oldest goes, "It should. It's yours." I'm like, "Thanks a lot. Looks like I'll be getting a new one." And I never got a new one. So, yeah, you won't be able to walk off with this one. But that's not the style of their house anymore. It was, no, it's his place. They had the coolest built-in dark, I think it was actually black, cabinet, china hutch, kind of thing. And because it was an old house that on 15th that got put into apartments, so there was like the middle apartment on the main floor. So basically, I think their apartment was the living room. So they kind of decorated to that big, huge piece of the wall that was gothic looking. So, mm, yeah. But yeah, the marble run, I have to go when the 9-year-old gets here to the post office and go get it, because the granddaughter's just fascinated by hers. She's just a standard little marble run, but this thing is glow in the dark, 300 pieces. It's all, she can add the pieces she's got from hers to this, and um, anything for science for kids, I'm all about. Yeah, hands on, and even when they were younger. So if you're gonna play any video game, you're gonna be playing Minecraft, so you can actually think. And let me tell you, the 13-year-old, he could sit down and design the coolest houses. It's just awesome, and the way he designs, I keep telling him, I said, he likes math. I said, "Keep it up." I said, "You can be an engineer." He'd make some of the neatest houses. So me, I'm just a square box. The closest I got was uh, a moat around my place, and the walls for the basement were glass, so I could see the water. And that's as exciting as my house has got. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna get going so I can go hide the fruit from the 9-year-old, or she will eat $6 worth of raspberries in 5 minutes. So, but I'll be back tomorrow. Sounds like it. I'll be back all week because it's not shopping week, and I got so much stuff to catch up on here. I don't have time to leave the house. So I love you all. All my love, Miss Dragon. And we'll catch you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel for the standard everyday chit chat. So bring up some topics. You know, I know I talk a lot, but feel free to bring up some topics. I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.